So good morning from it's almost noon. It's 11:30 from Siloam Springs. Siloam Springs, as I think I told you in the last video, I was going to stay here 3 days, and so I stayed here 6 days. uh, part of it was being lazy, and part of it was I had to rework I didn't have to, but I reworked my route through Arkansas. My original layout was 100% on the Trans-America Trail. I decided I wanted to try and cut off some miles. So that original route was I think about 470, 480, somewhere in that area, 476 I think maybe. And so I cut off some twists and turns and some ups and downs. So now I'm down to about 370 miles through Arkansas. So maybe I can do that. Maybe I can do that in 3.5 weeks. That's highly unlikely. So probably more likely 4 weeks at least. And then I'll be Mississippi. So that's about it for now. Walking on the sidewalks and the noise of the city for a bit until we get out of town. Starting to get to the outskirts of town. It's a little bit quieter now. It's a lot more humid today than it has been the past few days I've been staying there. And speaking of staying there, each day that I take a day off, the more likely I'm going to get sucked into another day off. And it's amazing how each successive day off makes me lazier. And then there's also a correlation between the number of days off and how physically and psychologically difficult, so to speak, it is to get going back up again. I mean, I can feel physically that my body has been I got too used to just being lazy. I think it lost a little bit of that momentum and that strength. So I think I'll make this this stretch at least 10 days or 12 days, just like the last one. So I just get in the habit of keep going, and then maybe that'll keep me going for the rest of the way in Arkansas. Can I do it without a day off? I don't know. Should I try? I don't know. In the meantime, just gotta reset the system and get through 14-mile day today in humidity. Well, I'm on this pleasant little road now. I think I should enjoy it while I can, because I think we're going to be hooking back up onto the highway and walking on that for a few miles. So this will probably be a good place to find a spot to take a break as well. It's been about an hour. And regarding how difficult I said it was to get back going today, I do also have to keep in mind that my pack is 10 pounds heavier than when I got into town, because I got 2 liters of water, so that's 4 pounds. And then I've got a day and a half worth of food. That's 6 pounds. No, that's 3 pounds. So that makes 7. And then I also got my hammock back because I'm anticipating dewy nights and not a whole lot of flat ground for a good portion of the rest of the trip. So that's another 3.5, 4 pounds. So I'm about 10.5, 11 pounds heavier than when I first got into town. So it does make a difference. And speaking of that hammock, oh, sorry, little squirrel. I think I've forgotten how to tie it to the tree. So I better train myself before having to use it, or else when I'm anticipating having to use it the very first time, I better stop well in advance on that day and learn how to tie it again. Don't want to be coming down in the middle of the night. No siree. And here we are back on the main road. I guess it's a spur off the main highway, so it's not going to be too bad. As you can see, there's no shoulder. So I think I'll have to concentrate through here. This is the Illinois River. And no, I don't think it's that Illinois River. But it's the Illinois River nonetheless. This bridge is really interesting. It's still shaking. A truck went by, a big heavy truck. And the thing was just, the bridge just going bam, bam, bam. Like that. I've been walking along this nicely mowed grass here along the road. Been noticing a lot of feathers. And I wonder where are those all coming from? Well, I think from over here. I believe these are all big chicken houses. So when you have your chicken sandwich, when you have your eggs, most likely, they come from places like this. So if you ever wonder where your food comes from, no, it just doesn't magically come from the grocery store. Usually it's like this, unless you're eating organic or free range or whatever. And you know, even organic, they can be cooped up like that, and even theoretically cage free. So even those are big chicken houses right there. They can still have thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of chickens in there, but roaming all around there, but they're all packed tightly, so technically they're cage free. So I guess if you really want something that's not in cages, something that's not cooped up, something that's organic, I guess you gotta go to a farmer's market, huh? All right, it made it to the 14 miles. You know what was interesting? Right when I got to my spot where I was stopping for the night, there's a guy in a pickup truck. I guess he'd been waiting there for a couple of minutes or a few minutes. He saw me walking along the road. And he said, where are you going? I said, well, I'm going here. He goes, well, you want to ride in town? So I finished my day, and then he gave me a ride to town. We got something to eat. So here I am in Fayetteville. But anyway, thank you very much, Robbie. And also, if you can keep Robbie in your prayers. He needs some strength or something. And he's on the road to something good. So thank you very much, Robbie. So I'm here in Fayetteville. So instead of dispersed camping in the National Forest, I'm going to be stealth camping in the woods here in the park. And then take off to wherever it is we're going tomorrow. I don't know. So that's it for now. Good night from Fayetteville, Arkansas. Good morning. a successful stealth camp in the woods in the park. Not too far from the Senior Activity Center in Fayetteville. So the goal is about 22 miles today, if I can do it. What do you think the odds are? 22 miles, all pavement. Well, on the side of the road, so it'll be a good part of that walking will actually be on the pavement. And 91 with humidity. Think I can do it? I don't know. But I'm getting out of here at 6:43, so the time is in my favor. Gonna go down here to 15th Street, turn left, and I think I'll stop at the Easy Mart, get something to drink. I already have breakfast, which was actually my dinner from I was gonna have last night, so I think they're still good. 2 sandwiches. Yeah. And we're even making it out before the sun comes up. How about that? So it's already it's only 8:30 and it's already very thick as far as the air goes. And now it's gonna be 92 instead of 91. But the nice thing is I got this grass here to walk on. And speaking of this grass, I've apparently gotten into one of the industrial areas of Fayetteville, but it's actually kind of pretty. It's got all this nice landscaping, got the trees here, and it's relatively quiet, unlike the zoom, 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 zoom. I'll take a look at this here. This is the blending of the new versus the old. New housing development going in. The other phase is already built over there. But then, right over here, on the other side, you got the rural area and the lone mailbox. Progress. I always like looking at these nice reflections, especially you really especially get it here in the mornings and then in the evenings as well. This is the West Fork of the White River. We're looking back towards Fayetteville that way, and that's north. I think. No, that's south. South, north. Right now we're going east, but we're going to turn southeasterly again. So far, not too bad on the traffic. I do have some nice houses around here, that's for sure. I like the well-manicured grounds. Of course, you got some traffic. Guess I better steer clear of this guy, huh? Got blood on his hands. I guess they're getting ready for Halloween. All right, buddy. See you later. Don't follow me. Got that? Let's see. Earlier today we had the West Fork of the White River, right? Well, here's the Middle Fork. And my goal today, if I make that 22 miles, is to be on the actual White River, just camp right next to it. If I can do it. For this has been a pretty steamy day. Once in a while you get a little breeze. And it's not really that hot. But it's the humidity that's doing it, and I don't know if you can tell, I'm just all saturated. I'm getting a bath, right? A salt bath. So far this has been an okay road. I've had some shoulder to walk on. Ouch. But we're going to be coming up to Highway 16, so I expect that's going to be a little bit busier. Yeah, I just had a nice little lunch break. It's awfully nice of them to give me some shade there alongside the road and a nice big turnout. So it's now 1:50, 10 minutes to 2. Got 12 miles to go, so let's see if I can get there before dark. Actually, I'd like to get there before 6:30 if possible, because there's a general store 12 miles from here. I'd like to get something to eat this evening. It would be nice. Because I'm just about out of food. I got two little boxes of, two of those little individual boxes of raisins. And a little packet of crackers and peanut butter. And an apple. So that's going to have to get me by for the rest of the day. All right, got some shade here. It's a lot nicer in the shade than it is in the sun, man. The sun's really burning hot. Not only do we have some shade, got some downhill coming. That last uphill was pretty, wasn't very long, but it was pretty steep. So I've turned on to Highway 16 now, and it's not going to be fun. There's a lot of traffic coming up and down, so I don't think I'll be shooting a whole bunch of video. Oh, look at this. You see that? I've always wondered how those things work. So first they mow the grass, and then after they mow the grass, they come with this device here, which picks up the grass, rolls it into a round. And I don't know if you caught it when I flipped over there. Then they bale it up with nylon, and then it dumps out the back there. Huh. All right, just learned some new farming techniques. All right, made it here in time. I was actually able to eat here. It's called the Pig Trail Bypass. And no resupplies here, but I'll show you the inside. It's kind of an interesting place. They call this, well, I'm showing it to you. They call this the Pig Trail because I guess before the interstate was here, this used to be the road where they would, university students would cut through. On football days, I guess. So now they tell me there's a dirt road down here somewhere. I turn down it, go to the second bridge, and I'll be right next to the river. And oh yeah, 5430. All right, let's go see what this campsite's gonna look like here. I think I'll stay over on this side for a second. All right, well, this is kind of pretty. Nice reflection once again. It's like we had in the morning. So, I'll look over here. So I need to find a place, I think, where I can, I don't think I'll do the hammock, but I will want to set up the tarp. See a place? All right, let me look around. Well, I guess it's going to have to do it. This will keep the dew off me at least. I have a nice babbling brook to listen tonight. I'd rather have been not as close to the creek or the river and a little bit higher. In fact, there was a nice spot over there on some grass. But it's private property. In fact, it's all private property on both sides of the river here. So what's going to have to do, there's been signs of people camping here before. There's an old fire ring. So I'm tired. So this will be it from the, I think this is the White River. Oh, and I also learned something else too. This drains into a place called Beaver Lake, which supplies all the drinking water for Northwest Arkansas, or supplies drinking water for all of Northwest Arkansas. All right, this will be it, and then on to wherever tomorrow. By the way, I changed my route. I'll show that to you tomorrow. Good morning from the White River. It's nice to hear that little babbling brook, but at the same time, got bitten by all these mosquitoes. Oh well. And you know, the other thing too is I thought there's going to be a whole bunch of dew, and it turned out that the inside of my tarp was wetter than the outside. Oh well. Got a little bit of a nice sunrise here. Oh, you can't really tell. There you go. So going to go up to, oh, I told you it's going to change my route. So instead of staying on this road from here to Combs to Oark, I'm going to go from here to Combs to St. Paul to Oark. It does two things for me. Number one, it gets me to a Dollar General, so I can get some food. And then number two, gets me off a busier road. And the mileage is the same, so I'll take that. So let's get a move on. I say that a lot, don't I? This dirt road that seemingly leads to nowhere, I'm actually surprised by the amount of cars that have been coming up and down it from last night and this morning. Well, there must be, I guess, a few people that live up that way. Huh. And I'm presuming they're all going to work. Fayetteville's, like I said, it's not too far, about 20 miles. So this is one of those mornings where even though the air is cool, it feels very warm. It's very sticky and humid. My backpack straps are even damp. Now the sun's coming up. Oh boy, I think you can kind of see it in the camera there. It's just kind of streaming through the haze. And I think I'm going to do 20 miles today. Although, and also I told you I'm going to St. Paul today on the changed route. We're passing through a place called Combs up here. It will have been about 6 miles from when we began, and I'm hungry. I should have stopped back there at the pig place. So let's see what they got up here. Here's a nice sized chair if you need something a little bit bigger. So I stopped here. I got an omelet, hash browns, toast, a fried peach pie, fried blueberry pie, ice cream, orange juice, apple juice. So I'm full up for now. I was going to wait until I got to St. Paul, but they don't have a restaurant in St. Paul, looks like, so stopped here. It's quite hot, and blah 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 blah. I'll be glad to get off this road here too. This is still that pig trail, and this is Friday, and I guess there's some sort of thing going on with motorcycles this weekend, so that's why all the motorcycles. I'll be turning left into St. Paul, and then from St. Paul, I think it's all dirt roads down to Ork. Well, actually, most of the way, and then I turn back down onto this road, I think, or a paved road for just a little bit. You know, something else I wanted to mention as well, and that's actually a thank you for those of you who have been sending money. And most recently, Tangent Trails, thank you very much. He just sent me a big super thanks, which you can see below this video. There's a super thanks button. So thank you very much, Tangent Trails, and thank you to all those who have helped me along the way here. You know, people have mentioned to me that, well, yeah, start one of those Patreon things or one of those Give, Send, Go campaigns. And I figured, well, you know, that, especially with the Patreon thing, it's like a commitment for everybody, and I don't know. I think it's just better that if people want to give something. Oh, here's something. That's maybe a possum. You know, so anyway, again, thanks very much everybody who's sent me money along the way. It certainly helps. Gets me a meal, gets me a resupply. There's another one of those chicken houses. In fact, there's a few more behind it. As I was passing it, or coming up to it, I was thinking, boy, this is the cleanest smelling one I've ever had. There was no smell whatsoever. But I guess that was the intake. Because as I'm getting over here to the exhaust, I'm smelling it. All right, stopped for about an hour here in St. Paul. Went to Dollar General. Got some food for tonight. Snack for the morning. It's 22 miles from here to Oark. And it'll be about 11 miles from where I'm going to camp tonight to Oark. And I was kind of miscalculated, or I didn't pay attention. Coming out of St. Paul, I've got about a 700-foot climb over about 7 miles, so not too bad. It's hot. The thermometer on the outside of the store there said 95, but I don't think it's that hot. But still, it's hot and humid and wet and sticky. The place I've designated as a camping spot on the map looks like it's a knob, so hopefully it's got some open space on it with a breeze that okay, I think that's a bit for now. Oh, you know, the other thing too is, so I loaded up on a gallon of water coming out of here because I've asked some of the locals here. There's a creek called Baldwin Creek that I'm supposed to be paralleling off and on for about half the distance. And I asked them all, you know, so does that creek have any water in it? And all of them, just about to a T, said, oh, I don't know. I've been up that way for years. So I guess we'll soon find out. The White River back there was only a trickle. So I'm guessing this Bottle Creek might not have much. So a gallon's got to get me through till tomorrow morning. So I made sure to fill up before I left here. So this is St. Paul, Arkansas. I think this is the post office here. Got a school over here. Oh no, there's a school right here. Oh, this is where I need to go. Good thing I'm paying attention. Oh, there's a cop. Maybe he knows. Well, this is what I like so far. Nice quiet dirt road. Now I got to make a decision, however. Do I go left? Do I go straight? Do I go right? Huh. When you come to the fork in the road, take it. Let's go this way, see what we find out. Alright, well it's been a hot, steamy climb. Not only has it been hot and steamy, but I've had these gnats and these little flies, constant companion. It's a little bit before 5, got 4 miles to go. So I'll definitely get there before dark. Going up that way, but look at this here. I wonder why this is here. What do you suppose the significance of this thing is? Beads, bathing suit top. Huh. Oh boy. Wouldn't be so bad if these gnats were here, or not here. So I'm going to try and take a break, as long as these flies leave me alone. Got another 300-foot elevation to go as well. Alright. It's pretty with the light streaming through the trees there, huh? Speaking of pretty, take a look at this butterfly. Just having a little entertainment from him while I was sitting there taking a break. Well, this half of the day has been very enjoyable. Being on this dirt road, nobody's come around at all. So it makes it really nice. No noise, no hard pavement. And what would make it 100% enjoyable is if I didn't have these gnats and flies just buzzing all around me. I think it'll be a nice sunset. And then after we set up, I think it'll be 11 miles into Oark. Pretty much all downhill. And then I think we'll go about 11 miles past that tomorrow. Alright, not a perfect spot, but it'll do. And it's thick enough that I think I'll be able to get by without a tarp. So even if it is dewy, it'll block it all. So here it is. Just a little open spot right here in the middle of the forest. A little dirt road right there. And sunrise will be from over there, but it's really still and thick. Might be one of those nights, you know, where it's just like, can't even sleep because it's so wet. As long as there's no mosquitoes. Oh, something buzzing around. Night. I mean by calm demeanor? Hello there, buddy. How you doing? Yeah. Some good smells there, huh? Alrighty. I gotta get a move on too. Alright? I'll see you later.